So hi, this is Dr. Yang, and here we have a story about Matthey Perry undergoing surgery to repair gastrointestinal perforation. So Matthey Perry, as you all know, plays Chandler on the NBC series Friends. Very well liked. So let's see what the story here is. Well, it here says he underwent gastrointestinal surgery to repair a gastrointestinal perforation. So let's see. So what is gastrointestinal perforation? I Googled it here, right? Just to show you some pictures. Basically, it's an opening in your bowel, in your GI system. And a GI system, let's see, let's open up another window here. GI system. It basically include the right here. Let's see which is a good picture. It includes your stomach, okay, your small intestine, and your large intestine, okay. So any part of that, there could be a little hole there, and so what happens when there's a little opening there is that you can food can leak out into the belly, and if it's in the colon, feces, stool can actually leak out into the belly. If a perforation is caught on early, they could go in there, do what's called an exploratory laparotomy, where they sort of have you under anesthesia. They open up the belly and they look for that little hole, and if it's early, they clean things up and they repair it, and then you stay in the hospital for a couple of days and recover, and then you go home. However, if it's caught on a little later, all that food or feces can cause what's called a peritonitis. And perineum is lining of your abdomen, inside your abdomen. And once that's all infected and inflamed, what happens is fluid and immune cells from your blood gets very leaky, and they get leaked out into the belly. And so your belly is full of fluid, and of course your GI system shuts down. And all that fluid leaving your blood vessel, your blood pressure drops and your heart rate goes up. And you could get pretty sick from peritonitis. If that advances, it could get into a blood vessel and spread all over your body. And what that can happen is, your body feel like everywhere, the whole entire body is infected, and all the blood vessel in your body is leaky to get all the nutrient and immune cell out into the tissues to fight this infection. But what happens is all the tissues get swollen, and your lungs can get very swollen. And when your lung is swollen, you don't get oxygen in as well, and then the patient can end up being on a breathing machine, on a ventilator, for a long time, and all that fluid going out to the blood vessel, these patients could need a lot of IV fluid, and they might need drugs to just support their blood pressure, and people actually do die from sepsis. So gastrointestinal perforation could be a serious issue, and what can cause this perforation is trauma, knife wound to gunshot wound to any sharp object maybe they ate, or any maybe caustic burning product that they eat. Again, I don't know what happened to Matthey Perry, but this is just what could cause that little opening. Other things could be like a bowel obstruction. Let's say your bowel is obstructed from a volvulus. Volvulus is basically your intestine tying up into a knot. The perforation can also come from a medical procedure, like they do a colonoscopy, and that could cause a perforation. Colon cancer, stomach ulcers, ischemic bowel. Ischemic bowel is where the blood vessel to your bowel is clotted off somehow, and part of your bowel dies, and then you could have an opening. Diverticulitis, inflammation of the different part of your bowel. Things like Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, those are just inflammation of various part of your intestines. Infection like C. diff, which is a bacterial infection that causes inflammation of your colon. And so all these can cause a perforation of your bowel. So again, if it's caught on early, patient could have exploratory laparoscopy, surgeon go in there and find the opening and repair it. If it's caught on late, it could progress to peritonitis and even sepsis. And sepsis carries, a significant death rate. But anyway, it seems like from the story that Matthey Perry is recovering. So maybe it was an early perforation or a small perforation. So we wish him well. We always want people to do well with their surgery. Again, this is Dr. Yang, and I really appreciate you listening to my channel. And if you like my channel and want to support me, just please go ahead and hit the subscribe and the like button, and feel free to share with your friends. Again, I'm just a normal person, and I'm trying to provide value, and what you say do mean a lot to me. Thank you. Bye-bye.